Look at that. You want to plant it? Okay. R-H-I-Z-O-M-E. They're kind of like bulbs, but...
Can you say rhizome? No. Good job, Toby. Nicely done. So after Jeff from Bobblehead Homestead taught my kids how to plant irises, there on our trip to VW Family Farm, I somehow accidentally unplugged my microphone and didn't realize it. So here's a voiceover to tell you how the rest of the day went. First, the kids built a fire. Then we toured Ben Vinson's greenhouse and his aquaponics setup. Little Ben swiped a tomato, per the usual, and then all three boys actually got to feed the tilapia, which they thought was pretty cool, trying to get them to bite their fingers. Then we went out and caught chickens, 20 of them to be exact, which we purchased from Lane and Emily. They have a chicken operation that they manage entirely on their own, and they sold us 20 of their extra layers. We were all super excited to get those new ladies. We had a really fun time with our friends and are really happy to have brought home 20 new girls to the farm. We're home now. Our chickens are getting settled in, and I figured I would take you guys around the farm. I gotta go collect eggs. And we're just gonna say hi to the animals. All the little goaty girls came up to say hello. Look at them. We actually cut the fence there so they have access to that 2 acres where there's still some brush and the grass is growing up. So they've been hanging out back there a lot. They heard me though and came to say hi. Really, they're just seeing if I have food for them. Look at Clover and her weird no ears. Hey little girl. Hey Nestle. Hey Anna. Hey Maymay. Miriam has gotten into some sort of briar patch. She's got little burrs stuck all in her. You don't mind getting those picked out, do you, little girl? Actually gonna let them into the backyard right now while Con and Bear aren't out here. Come on, ladies. They will eagerly mow this down. Oh my gosh, why did they do this to me? Boomer! 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 What are you doing, loco? Hey, stinker. You just want to give me heart failure? Is that what it is? Were you enjoying the sun, you sweet boy? Oh, look, the kids are playing on the playground. So alpacas and goats are both ruminants, and Gretchen Wieners, what are you doing? Babe, she's crazy. Oh, is Mabel gonna come and join her? Guys, I think the goats need a playground. What do you think? Shall we add something to Sweet Maya's very long list? Clover, girlfriend, live a little. That's right. Don't let the little girls have all the fun. Okay, get it, girl. What I was saying is that alpacas and goats are ruminants, and with both of them, they say that they don't lay on their sides, but they do lay on their sides. Both of them are total sunbathers, and actually after like finding and talking to people about it, I learned that it's very normal for them to lay on their sides. However, they look dead. When they're laying on their side, they look completely just keeled over, and it gives you heart failure when you see them. And every time I'm like, they're fine, but I go out and check anyway, and I'm like, hey, and then when they don't move, I'm like, are they fine? Are they actually fine? And Boomer was out here laying on his side. We've actually, the other day, we drove past, of course we have the girls next door, and we drove going into town, and Jeremiah hit the brakes and turned the car around, and I was like, what is it? And he's like, I'm sure she's fine, but I just gotta go check. And Tori was laying on her side, and it just is a little disconcerting to see your animals just like laid out like that, but they're just enjoying the sun. Hey Boomer. Hey Tinder. What's up, man? He needs a haircut. Hey, little boy. Hey. You checking for snacks? Gabe's like, you win. You're the boss. What do you think, Stinker Man? What do you think about him? Hey, handsome. Y'all, can y'all just see how soft he is? I feel like carpet. Like really nice, fluffy carpet. So, I was coming in from the boy alpacas, about to go get the eggs from the coop, minding my own business, and I looked over and saw the goats grouping together right on the edge over here, where there's like a walkout from our basement, and it's gated off, so you know, as to keep the animals out of there. But they're goats, and boundaries and respecting them, it's just not really their strong suit. And I saw them just standing, I could just see it all over them, and they were getting together, and in their little goat language they were contemplating like making the risk assessment. And I was like, no! And I start like trying to get through the gate, like to get to the goats before they make their decision. And then they're just like, bloop. One. That's all it took. It was Miriam. Miriam and Maggie, our original goats, they're always the ones that make the bad choices. And the rest of them are just like herd animals. They're like, bad choice made, seemed okay for her, I'm going for it. And so literally it's just like this 6-foot drop off. The goats just start like jumping down, all of them in the garage. Oh, it's moments like that if I could video this stuff, either you guys would decide you didn't want to be homesteaders or I would have viral videos and make tons of money. But instead I had to put my camera down and get, you know, 1,500 pounds of goat out of the garage. Then I call Sweet Maya and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate goats. And he's like, oh yeah, they've been doing that. That's why I haven't been letting them in the backyard. And I'm like, okay, so now I know why the grass is getting high. Let's go get the eggs. Let's go see the chickens, the animals that I really like right now. Y'all, I'm being stalked by the lion. I see you there. What's up? Of course, I say that I really like the chickens. That's because they're contained and they're not eating my tomatoes anymore. All the new ladies are settling in. Hey, girls. They've actually been here for a couple of days, so they're out in the yard now. This rooster, I think, considers himself the luckiest fellow on earth. That is the final Randy. We had this little flock of Barnevelder roosters from some straight run chicks I'd gotten. Basically, we had these extra roosters, and they were really beautiful, and we actually put them next door, and we just kind of let them free range over there because they keep the bug population down, keep the ticks down and stuff. And my sister dubbed them the Randys because we just named them all Randy, and they would crow at all hours of the night, and it just became this joke that whenever like chickens were doing something bad, we'd be like, Randy! Anyway, over the course of a year of those chickens free ranging, we ended up losing several of them. I gave a couple of them away, and we're down to the final Randy, and so that's what we call him, the final Randy. And he is the rooster that's in with all these hens. One rooster in with 24 hens. So Randy, he is a true survivor. His story is one of great overcoming and great reward in the end. Isn't that right, Randy? All the girls are looking good. Sweet Maya just got home just in time to miss out all the goat wrangling. I've never had a chicken flock that's so like basic looking. Usually I have like really fancy birds, but these girls do lay. They get the job done. Perfect timing. You missed all the goat shenanigans.
Sorry. I jumped in there the other day and I was in the middle of something.
Did you like Hulk out?
I was like, get out of the garage! And they just bolted out. So now next time I'm just like, I just look at them sideways. They're like, oh.
They may be basic, but they do lay well. That's a lot of eggs, and I'm happy to have a full basket again.
Tell you what, production layers will always have a place on our farm.
Yeah, and I love colorful egg layers. I would love to rebuild. I used to have a beautiful line of colorful egg layers, but it took several generations of breeding and a lot of intentionality, and I just haven't done it again. Those are the chickens we lost when they all got really sick, and I just have not been able to bring myself back around to putting that much investment in it again. So right now, look at my lone blue egg. Vestiges of what once was.
Her or the top?
Yeah, I have two. She lays green, she lays blue. Two pretty egg layers, and then lots of browns. But these brown egg layers, they crank them out for sure.
Good eggs.
We're once again getting like 20-something eggs a day.
Sweet.
I had to buy eggs at the store the other day. It's insulting to buy eggs and chicken food in the same weight.
Eggs taste like disappointment.
It's true. George has caught something. Is it a little mouse?
No, I don't think so.
What is it?
Cicada.
Oh, it's a bug.
Right now it's a toy.
Yeah. Gary's like, when you're done, I'll take over. I was gonna swing by next door and go see the girly alpacas and drop those eggs off if you wanna go with me.
Sounds like...
Someone was asking about the hay keeper dryer and asking if we felt like it was working out. It's working great. We just can't source any round bales because we had so much flooding.
From the river, my main source, he apologized, but I mean, he's got to put up for his cattle 1,800 bales.
Wow.
And he's only put up 700 for the season. So he's not selling anything until he gets what he needs for the year. And
right.
So a lot of his fields were on the river right next to it. And so they got drowned out, which killed all the grass. So now they're playing catch up.
Which means we're actually buying square bales to feed our animals that need hay, which is way more expensive. But it is what it is. There was a hay shortage last year too. And
I found some round bales. They're just not as high quality. So I'll probably get one for the goats to get them through. Because he said probably in a month or so he'll start selling again. He'll have. Yeah. So in a month he'll be able to put up 1,200 more round bales. I know. They put up. They cut some hay.
Hey Tori. Hey pretty girl. Hey lovely. She's not sure about my camera. Hi. You got into the burr bush too. Hey baby girl, can I have a kiss? Hey ladies. I love how they like stop with something just hanging out of their mouth. Like they'll have little pieces of grass just like hanging out of their mouth. It's so funny. You know, when I come over here without the camera, they're like all up around me. They really, I don't know. I've got my big camera right now. They just don't know what to think about it.
Kisses?
Small amount of affection. So how long do you think it'll be before like the alpacas are in their respective yards and all of that? I guess finishing the barn, finishing some fences and the water lines.
Yeah, considering factors, holiday, some other stuff, probably a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But that'll have the water finished, all the lines buried, electricity, you know, a lot of the legwork we've already done. It's just finishing stuff.
Yeah. I just come out here and stare at them and I'm like, love me. I want to be your best friend. Graham crackers also help. I also bring graham crackers. Bye, ladies. Bye. The goats will clean out all of these low growing trees when we put them up here. We're gonna give them this space after we move the alpacas back. Well, I think I've had my fill of being a farm girl today. Did some goat wrangling. It always happens while you're gone. Like the chaos always ensues when you're not here. It's like they know.
Papa Farmer brings order.
Oh my gosh.
Those chickens be giving me respect.
Oh, was it disrespect against me when they were eating my tomatoes? Were they respecting you then? Thank you guys for hanging out with
We all
us
have
today.
our problems. Gotta quell the rebellion. Which I did.
You did quell the rebellion, that is true.
Respect.
We bless you guys.
We bless you guys.
Until next time.